Good girl. Stay. Sit. I'm going to start with a dog other than the Dogos. I know you guys are here for my Dogos specifically. Okay. Hey, Kratos, enough. So energy is kind of high there. Hey, enough. Kratos, enough. Sorry, I'm yelling at y'all. So Kratos is currently tight right now. I don't have to eat hard. I'm wearing it. Honestly, I need to charge it. I've been wearing it for a couple days now. I can't remember the last time I'd actually used it. Yeah, I'm gonna need to charge it, you guys. Anyway, because like I said yesterday was busy, today was busy, so it's been at least 2 days where it's just been on without any activity, which means it might be dead. But I don't have to bring my money anyway. Big old boy. Wanna see something cute? Ah, she left. Oh, there's a tail. The dogs frequently, all the dogs for Paco look through that window when they already come in. Oh, my poor Dukes. She'll be out there for 10 minutes. There's enough time for her to use the bathroom. I mean, she's not really a young puppy anymore, but you guys know with young puppies, you want them to be outside for like 15 minutes in order to have time to use the bathroom. As puppies tend to get distracted. Now, Samara doesn't need the whole 15 minutes. Samara actually uses the bathroom pretty quickly when she's outside, which I appreciate. But, you know, the 10 minutes of them playing is just gonna be fine. I mean, it's not super cold out. Okay, I do want to take this time to mention that the way that they're playing is incredibly rough. And unless you know the dogs, I wouldn't suggest them playing like this. Or even letting any two dogs play together like this. Now, will somebody get mad and upset? Probably. I'm kind of hoping on it, actually. So I would like them to really understand that playing rough is not what they want. But Kratos does not care. Like I'm saying, let a dog approach me, like, you know, run up to me, you know, rudely. Kratos will be the first one to step up and be like, hey, back up. But let one of these girls try to chew his face off or do anything like that. The little boy does not care. He can be disrespected all day by the females. The strange dogs outside the house, not so much. And I don't know, like, I do want to mention that, like, Dogo Argentino Mastiffs are technically, like, they're like, dog-friendly dogs. Like, if you have multiple dogs in your house, getting a Dogo Argentino Mastiff, you know, might be a thing for you to do. Hey, no. What are you? You 3 months old again, little boy? You better stop. They're supposed to be literally, because they're bred to hunt in packs, right? You know, they're bred to work with other dogs. And they do really well. Like, I find that Kratos does really well with other dogs, so long as he's allowed to be the boss, right? Or so long, like there has to be a leadership role established immediately. I don't know if he has to be a boss and he's upset if he's not the boss, or he just needs that kind of dynamic established beforehand, whether or not he's the boss or not. Kratos is my only breeding male. I mean, he's a puppy very clearly, but just in his behavior. But you know, he is my only breeding male, right? So he automatically has that role of alpha male, even though he's not the oldest male that I have, right? Paco's neutered. He's like the size of Kratos' head. Kratos does not respect him, right? So, anyway, so Kratos doesn't really have to do anything for that position, so I don't know if there's another dog in here, another male in here, how he would react with that other dog, or how that other dog would react to him if it was no Dogo Argentino Mastiff. But regardless, are you tired, Jack? You have to play twice in a row. She's like, no, I'm not. But they're supposed to be they're pretty good with dogs. So as long as that role is established and dogs understand where everybody stands, it's to my understanding that Dogos are really well, you know, are really good dogs to have when you have multiple dogs. Look at this sad fucker. Aww. This is luckily she don't got the collar on. Actually, what did I do with that collar? I gotta figure out. Anyway, but that being said, because they wanted to establish that role with other dogs, whether or not they're dominant or not a good idea. I mean, of course with me, I didn't take Kratos to the dog parks. I don't really do dog parks just in general, even with dogs like Jack here. Jack was super friendly. That's just my personal opinion. Because there's just too many. You can't account for dogs at a dog park. You don't know them, and while it's not, maybe it's natural for your dog to want to establish a relationship like that, dominant or not dominant, in charge or not, whatever you mean, leader or not. Not all dogs are gonna welcome that, right? And unfortunately, a challenge to somebody's authority usually ends up in, a bit of a scuffle. And so you really don't want that, especially with dogs like this, where they already have a bad name just based on their looks, right? Nobody, there's not a, there might be somebody. Most people are going to look at Kratos and assume he's a Pitbull, right? So they're not going to actually know what he is. But they're already going to assume just by the way that he looks, he's an aggressive dog, right? So, it's just something that my choice. But as far as understanding of the breed, they should be able to work with other dogs fairly seamlessly, so. If bred and trained, bred too, but also just raised to do that. Trained and raised to do that. Oops, sorry, y'all. George is tired. Game played twice in a row. Maybe next time what I'll do is next time I play in here, Samara has to go first because I want her to be able to pause. Oh, somebody upset. Let's Jack upset. Yeah, let's Jack. Okay. Kratos corrected. You good? Y'all done? Okay, I didn't break that up. I don't know, my camera's crap, but rub my hand down her back. No blood. I don't know if you guys can tell, but Samara was bleeding on Kratos, so there's a little blood on him. That's vocalization from Jack. Jack's gonna do most of the vocalization. Hopefully she is. Alright guys, sorry my storage has once again failed me. But I didn't want to leave it on that note since they got into a bit of a scuffle. They're trying to play now. Jack, leave it. Looking at Jeff because she's the one that's eyeballing him in the corner. Kratos is just sitting there trying to be a good boy. He's trying to be. He rarely is these days. I found the older that he gets, the more energy he has, which is to be expected. Puppies do sleep quite a bit. But anyway, he's still a puppy, don't get me wrong, but his energy requirements to stay out of trouble are increasing as he gets older, which, that's also pretty natural. What? I got that for you. Anyway, but yeah, I didn't want to leave it at that. I didn't want to kind of continue on. As you guys can see, they're okay. I did let them play for the rest of their 10 minutes after that video, and literally they are waving paws in the air, trying to play, back to playing, basically. So I will say that I've always wanted Kratos to correct Jack, because Jack, it's hard to tell now, but she was the worst player when Kratos was younger. Just the worst. Just really rude all around. And so I've always wanted Kratos to correct her, but Kratos is still not mature himself. You guys can tell that it's not one-sided rough play. They both play really rough. So going forward, I'll just step in and be like, hey, calm down. So that's what we'll do. I will say, when they were playing outside on Sunday, they did really well. They did still chase each other, but there was no tackling. So really good stuff. Don't know what she wants, but she's a pretty girl. What's going on? None. I ain't nothing for you. This video's not about you. Hello, backgrounds. You guys see my... Yeah, this is... There's no stainless steel in this house. So let's just say it like that. Anyway, about upgrade. Possibly, I don't know. This is a starter home. I probably will need to upgrade before I can sell this house. Because by the time I'm ready to sell this house, this is going to be super outdated. But yeah, I just want to show you guys that they are okay. We got the last dog outside now, who is the Pocket Posies. Which is my Paco, my Chihuahua. So he's outside now. Everybody's had their paws washed, wiped down. And yeah, after Paco gets done, I'm hopping into bed and go to sleep. Or I'm actually going to shower first, for sure. But yeah. I'm also going to mop this floor tonight. I'm going to try to do, at least this floor in particular, I'm going to try to do a daily mop. Simply because even after, I mean, you can see Kratos. So Kratos, he went out right after Jack went out. Jack just came in. Kratos went out beforehand. You can see that his paws aren't nice and pink. Like, they're still dusty. But that's because, like, I washed their paws after they got the pen to make sure there's no poop on them. But like I said, they walk from the area that I cleaned their feet at, which is by the bench, to the door, and then through this playroom right here, which is currently really dusty. And so their paws just don't stay clean. I think all my dogs' paws should be pink except for maybe Paco's. But regardless, so I'm listening. Yeah, so paws don't stay pink, but basically in this area right here is where their paws are still kind of sort of wet. Even though I had to dry their paws off at the door, they're still kind of sort of wet, especially if they step into any like drool right here when they're drinking water. And so just to keep this area clean and also to keep myself on a schedule, I want to start mopping every night. You know, you guys, you aren't here for this. I'm sorry. I tend to ramble a lot. But anyway, long story short, these two are doing okay. They're gonna sleep together. They're gonna be fine. They're gonna play tomorrow. Oh, that's Paco I'm hearing barking in the background. Yeah, they're gonna be okay tomorrow. They're gonna be okay tonight. It's just part of growing up. So, and yeah, like I said, if I didn't think I could say, if I couldn't say something and them to be, and then them to kind of stop, I would not allow them to play that way. But at the moment, I feel like I have a fairly good control over them. Anyhow, I'm going to go. Please enjoy your holiday weekend, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.